And we are live. I'm going to give it a second for people to join. Anyone who would like to join tonight. Well, hello. How are you, Chicago Share? So I think one thing that I want to do differently this time is I'm going to read out the comments that people leave, because I don't think, if you go back and watch the video later on, I don't think it shows that, unless I'm mistaken and just can't figure it out on my own. But so I'm going to read out all of the comments that people write, just so that if anyone is watching later on, they know what's happening. So Chicago Share says, I'm good. How was your week? My week was good. All in all, it was really good. I'll go more into detail about that in just a moment. Hi, Alex. Good evening. All right, we've got a few more people coming in, so I'll give it just a second for people to join. I got a lot of stuff that I want to talk about tonight, so it's been a very exciting week. I definitely want to talk about what's going on. So if you are just joining, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. So I gotta say, last week was the first time that we did one of these live videos, and I had a blast. I don't know if any of you were here last week. I know Chicago Share, you were here, but I absolutely had a wonderful time. So I definitely want to keep doing these. I know, Alex, you were not here. You missed out. It was a lot of fun. We talked about ASMR. It was very exciting. We talked about a lot of stuff, not just that, but it was a good time. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, it was very intriguing. Alex says, sounds intriguing. So I don't know if anyone went back and watched the video from last week, but I don't think it shows. I don't think it shows the comments that people leave in the live chat. So I'm going to be reading those out this week so that anyone who's watching later on will know what's happening. I wish there was a way to make it to where the live chat shows up, though, as you're watching the video later on. And if there is, maybe I just couldn't figure that out. So if that is an option, let me know in the comments. I'll be the first to admit that I'm not always the most technologically inclined individual. So, all right. So just wanted to kind of update you guys on a couple of things. So I have been busy this week working on a new project, and I'm very excited about it, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it tonight, just to kind of put it out there, and also to ask for some help with it, because it's a project that I'm going to need some assistance with. So I had this idea for a business venture, and what it is I'm working to do video editing for videos that celebrate like birthdays or any other kind of special occasion. And it's kind of cool, the idea, I think, anyway, especially like with the pandemic going on, because it allows for people who are all over the world or all over the country to be able to submit a video wishing their loved one or family member or friend a happy birthday or happy anniversary or whatever the occasion is for. And then what I do is I will take all of those individual video submissions and edit them together into, you know, a cohesive video with music and everything. And it's not like I'm just taking the full individual clips and piecing them in order. It's more like I pull out little clips of what they're talking about. So, like, for example, if they talk about the personality traits of a person that they really like, you know, I'll pull all of the various clips talking about that and put it together. And then I talk about, or I pull all the clips where they're talking about like a favorite memory or a story of, you know, a little funny story or something about the person pull all of those and put it into the video. So I think with the whole COVID pandemic, it's a good way to be able to still celebrate a loved one's whatever they're celebrating. So, and I think the cool part about it is that it could work for birthday celebrations, anniversaries, graduations, retirement parties, all kinds of stuff. So I have been working on building a website for it, and I came up with a company name, which I'm really proud of. It's called Virtual Videograms. So virtualvideograms.com is the website, and I'm in the process of getting that built out. But eventually, the long-term goal is to be able to get that to where people can submit the videos and everything directly through the website. They can place their orders and everything. So that's what I've been working on this week. I'm very excited about it. So, yeah. Chicago Share says, great idea. Does that sound like something that you would be interested in, like just as a consumer? I'm trying to gauge if that's something that people would be interested in, I think there's a use for it in the world that we're in now. Not being able to always meet up in person, for parties and whatnot, but that's still a good way for families to kind of come together and celebrate someone. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'll definitely keep you posted. But one of the things that I'm wanting to do is create some advertisements for it. And so I need some volunteers of people who would be willing to, film themselves and send them in. So if that's something that you would be interested in, even if you're not watching this video live, if that's something you would be interested in, send me a message and I will definitely reach out to you. All right. So the other big thing I wanted to talk about, the election. I know, scandalous topic. It's very interesting because politics is one of those really touchy subjects, and so I'm not here to debate about politics, and I'm not even going to talk really about politics as far as specifics are concerned. But what I did want to talk about is, I feel like the world we live in today, it's like everybody has an opinion, and everybody's opinion is broadcast on social media for the world to hear. And everybody gets really bent out of shape if somebody else has a differing opinion. And so I'll be the first to admit I've gotten caught up in it, and I've participated in a number of debates with people. And it's not gotten me anywhere, other than higher blood pressure. Because, so my sponsor, the program that I'm in, my sponsor, he kind of lit into me one day about that, because I'd gotten into a debate with a coworker of mine about politics, and I had to take a break and walk away because I was so upset. And so when I was talking with my sponsor about it, he was like, okay, so you spent all of that energy, and what did you accomplish? And I was like, well, nothing. And he was like, exactly. So you spend all this energy trying to convince somebody of your opinion, and you think that you're better than them because of your opinion being different from theirs, and that you're right and they're wrong. And so you go in hard and try to prove your point and convince them that you're right and they're wrong. But all they do is dig their heels in harder. You don't change their opinion. And then all you end up with is two people who are pissed off at each other. And so it was a good lesson for me in that, It used to be, I feel like it used to be that people expressed their opinions about politics in the voting booth, and that was it. And you didn't really talk about politics outside of that. And we live in a world where now it seems like everybody just broadcasts their opinions about everything. And I think that has definitely impacted the state of the world that we live in today. You know, people have lost friendships. Chicago Share just wrote, I have lost some close friends due to politics, and I have too. I have too. Um, and you know, it's sad that that is the state that we live in now. You know, I think we should be able to still respect each other even when we have a difference of opinion on certain things. Um, And I'll be the first to admit, though, that it has been really tough for me to sit by and not be vocal about politics, you know, because there's a part of me that's very passionate about certain things, you know. But I recognize that if I, you know, put out my opinion on things, what is it really going to change? You know, it's not like I'm going to be able to convince someone to change their mind on something, and I'm just spending a lot of energy trying to convince someone else that they're wrong and I'm right, and it doesn't change anything. So my sponsor told me that the only way that I can really express my opinion is through my vote. And beyond that, I can't control anybody else, you know, and I really can't even control the outcome of the election, you know, really, other than by putting in my one vote. But so where I'm at with everything now is like I have been really trying to practice turning over, not just with politics, but just in general, turning over and surrendering to my higher power the outcome of whatever is going to happen. So, so yeah, it's definitely challenging, you know. Um, all right, so let's read some of the comments. 3 taboo subjects: politics, religion, and sex. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that the truth? And it used to be where, you know, you'd go to a social gathering and those topics were off limits. And now it seems like people don't care anymore. They just talk about it. Or online, you know, like the keyboard warriors, you know, hiding behind a keyboard. So, all right, more comments here. Alex says, I'm sorry. No need to be, no need to be sorry. Chicago Share, it's because of them voicing their opinions over social media. I never discuss politics. I hate talking about it. Yep, I'm right there with you. And the only reason that I'm even bringing it up now is because, you know, I want this channel to be kind of a safe haven from that kind of stuff. But it's become such a elephant in the room, so to speak. You know, people just are so divided and so full of hate, and that's the thing that makes me sad above everything else. You know, like I'm really trying to with my channel and everything, I really want to spread a message of love and acceptance and tolerance toward other people, and it's really hard to do that sometimes in the world that we live in, because there's become this idea that, you know, it's okay to be divided and it's okay to hate other people, and for me, that's just not how I like to look at things. I want to try to be accepting, you know, and spread love. So. Chicago Share says, we need to become united if we want peace in the world. That is so true. That is so true. And I'm really trying to do my part to, you know, just spread love and peace. So it has definitely been a roller coaster, emotionally speaking. But I will say, I am a little relieved, and I'll just leave it at that. All right, so I want to hear from you guys. We only got a few people here tonight. I was hoping that we would have more people. I'm going to post a link really quick on my Facebook page. If you're just joining in, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. We're just hanging out tonight. We're talking about, you know, some taboo subjects. Ooh, politics. You know, No, I'm not. I'm not talking about specifics of politics. Hey, Nando, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, crazy, crazy week for sure, and I'm curious to see how things play out. But yeah, I did want to talk about that because I don't know. I felt like there have been times where I've really wanted to speak up and say something about my political views, but I really try to hold back because I don't want to be controversial and I don't want to upset anyone when it comes to like political views. But at the same time, it's like I do have my own beliefs and things, and I don't want to. I don't know. Do you got what I'm saying? Like, do you guys understand what I'm saying? Am I making any sense here? Where is everybody tonight? All right. So, another topic. So, I just wanted to talk to you guys about where I'm at kind of in my recovery. Because one thing that I have not talked about is that I have been struggling a little bit with the food lately. And yeah, food addiction is really, really challenging. It's not like with alcohol and drugs, you can just not partake of it. With food, you have to eat. So it makes it really challenging. And this week, I kind of struggled a bit. And I talked with my sponsor about it. And he was telling me that, I'm at 9 months, I hit my 9 month mark in my recovery. And that's a very common thing for people at this stage in their recovery to kind of um, struggle. And I think the reason why is because people start to compare themselves to everyone else and they start to think, well, I'm not as far along as I'd like to be, or I don't have the job that I want. I don't have, it's usually like material things. I don't have the nice car. I don't have the nice job. I'm not as far along as I'd like to be. And I've kind of been guilty of falling into that a little bit. And I was really, really struggling with it because, especially last week, I was just like, I was trying really hard to find another job. I filled out like 30 applications in 1 week and nothing was coming through. And so I was really getting frustrated, because I'm like, man, I'm putting in all this effort, nothing is happening. But then I had like a heart to heart with God, and I was just like, I am really struggling here, and I need you to help me out. And so I was like telling God, like, please help me find another job. And then I had this like realization, like, be careful what you wish for, because you've got you've got a job right now that allows you in your downtime to work on other projects. And I think I talked about this last week too, but like, so with the virtual videograms project that I'm working on, like I have an opportunity when I'm at work that I can work on that and still get paid for doing my job. And here I am, like trying to find another job, and when I do that, I don't realize necessarily what I'm asking for. So, but anyway, I talked about this last week as well. But the whole reason why I'm bringing it up now is because, like, all of that and that, the stress and the worry and everything that I was feeling, like, I think it started to kind of tie in with the food. And the food for me has been my solution for a very, very long time. Like, I would turn to the food when I was struggling, when I was feeling sad or lonely or depressed, or not just negative emotions, happy. Like, if I was happy or celebrating something, like, I would turn to the food all the time. It was just how I coped with life. Hi, Diane. I'm glad you're here. My friend Diane joined me. So she's actually helping me out with this virtual videograms project. So we'll talk more about that here in a minute. Not much. I was hoping that we would have more people on here. I only have three people watching at the moment. I was hoping that we would have more. But that's okay. We're going to have fun anyway. Please tell Vern I said hello. So anyway, but yeah, I was really kind of, with everything that I was focused on, you know, trying to find another job or all this stuff, I think I got myself worked up into a bit of a frenzy. And so I really struggled with the food this last week, like just having cravings and, you know, being tempted to go and eat stuff that I shouldn't, or eat more than I should. And, you know, I've been able to maintain abstinence in the sense of not eating sugar or white flour, which are two substances that I do not eat on my food plan. But my abstinence has been imperfect in the sense that I have been eating more than what I should be eating. So I just wanted to get honest about that, because I don't want the food to spiral out of control. Alex says he's having salmon with broccoli and carrots. That is a very healthy meal. Okay, so tell me, guys, what's your favorite seafood? I'm a shrimp guy, personally. I love me some shrimp. And by the way, if you guys have any suggestions of like things that I should try cooking, please tell me, because that would be something fun to do with my vlog. And by the way, guys, I have been slacking on posting videos. Oh, it's so bad. I have a video that I filmed like a month and a half ago, and I've got it like halfway edited. I just need to finish it and post it, and I've been falling down on the job. It's terrible. But yes, I do love shrimp for sure. So we have a couple of people who like salmon. See, the thing is with salmon is that depending on how it's cooked, it can be really fishy. I don't like fishy fish. I like, you know, fish that's not too fishy. I don't like it when it's overly fishy. What's a good non-fishy fish? Any suggestions? Alex says I need some motivation. You know what I really need is someone to go to the gym with me. I feel like if I had a gym partner, that would help me stay motivated in that regard. Because I have a gym membership, and I have not used it in like a month. And I'm just wasting money. It's terrible. Yes. Well, guys, I'm sorry. This is not as exciting tonight. I feel bad. I'm not keeping the conversation going. I was hoping that we would have more people like we did last time. All right, so I will keep working on this virtual videograms project, and I will definitely keep you guys posted on that. All right, we have a few more people who joined in. Hello, guys. If you just joined, please say hello in the comments so I know you're here. SC says hi with a big smiley face. Hi. So we've been talking talking about a number of things. We're talking about seafood. What is our favorite seafood? Ah, yes, Sharon. That's right. I have the memory span of a gnat or a peanut. Thanks for reminding me. So we're talking about seafood. Sharon, what is your favorite type of seafood? Mine is shrimp. Shrimp is good. Is anyone else having issues with the connection? So the house that I live in, sometimes we get spotty internet. So if it cuts out, let me know, and I can switch over to my hotspot, mobile hotspot. So the iPhone 12 came out recently, and I really want to upgrade. But I just, sorry, I dropped my phone. But I just got the iPhone 11 Pro Max back in April, so it's like too soon, really, to upgrade. I owe too much money on this phone, but I really, really want the 12. Like, really. I was an Android guy for like 12 years, and I swore off Apple. Like, I had an Apple phone. I think it was either the very first or the second version of iPhone. I can't remember. I think it was the first one. And I had it, but that was back when it was only on AT&T, and it was like $150 for one line. It was so expensive. And back then they charged you for every little thing. So like if you wanted a ringtone, like a fancy ringtone, you had to pay extra for that. And so I was just like, enough of this. So I switched to Android, and then I was with Android for like 12 years. So I had like the S6, the S7, then I switched over to the Note 8, then I went back to the S9, the S10, and then recently, back in April, I switched. And the only reason I switched is because all my friends are Apple users, and they would always be like, we should FaceTime, or they would try to send me a PDF file or something, and I was the odd man out who couldn't receive it. So they would have to email it to me instead of sending it, messaging it to me. So I finally switched, and I got the 11 Pro Max. And you know what? I really do like the phone. It's a really, really good phone. It's got an awesome camera on it, which I use for filming my vlogs all the time. In fact, like since I got this phone, I mean, I have a nicer camera, but I haven't used it since I got this phone. Like the camera quality on the 11 is really, really good. But the 12 Pro Max is even better than the 11 Pro Max. It's even better. Like they've improved it even more. So it does really well, like in low light situations. And I'm a little bit of a camera nerd. Sharon says her sister is getting the 12. I'm jealous. So the other reason Chicago Share asked, why do I want the 12? She just got the 11. I want to get the 12 for a couple of reasons. The camera is an upgrade, even more, more so than the 11 that I have. Also, it's 5G capable. And I guess 5G is the next big thing. So I want to definitely upgrade to that. They have improved the screen, like the screen strength, so that if you drop it, it's supposed to hold up even better. So, yeah, I definitely want to upgrade. Do I really need to? No. Being honest, no, I don't really need to, but I want it. All right. Well, so what to talk about now? What's going on with y'all? Okay, so Sharon's sister is an RN who lives in Kansas, which is far from Sharon in Alabama. Yeah, that is far. So I've been in Kansas once. Once, yeah, I drove through there on my way to Denver, and I just remember that Kansas was very flat, and it was in the middle of the night, and I really, really had to pee. I mean, like it was bad. I had to pee really bad, and so I stopped, and it was the middle of the night. I stopped on the side of the road, and I remember looking up at the sky, and I could see every single star, and it was beautiful. So that is definitely the prettiest sky I have ever seen. Was in the middle of the night in Kansas while I was peeing on the side of the road. The more you know. Oh, guys, I have a really embarrassing story. Speaking of peeing, I this just happened not long ago, and this is a very embarrassing story, and I apologize in advance. But I peed on myself recently, so let me backtrack and share the story with you. So what happened was I went and I met up with my sponsor to do some step work. And before I met with him, I drank a big old barrel of coffee. And then I met with my sponsor and I went over my step work, which took, I don't know, about an hour or so. Well, after I left there, I had to go by my storage unit because I had to get some stuff out of my storage unit. And I was approximately 2 minutes away from the storage unit. And it was raining out, by the way. So I'm sure that probably didn't help things, you know. So I'm about 2 minutes away from the storage unit, and it hit me. Like, I had to pee, and I didn't have time to wait. It was like, I have to pee right now. And so I'm on my way, and like, there was a McDonald's that I passed, and I was like, should I stop here? No, I can make it. I was there. So I pull up to the storage unit place, and I'm having to like dance, like I'm dancing in my car, like, oh my God, I'm going to pee. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I pull up to the gate, and I was like, I don't remember the code to the gate. And then divine intervention kicked in or something, and I remembered the gate code without having to look it up. So I go inside, and the storage unit that I rent, it's like in a climate controlled building. So you have to like enter a code to get into the building, and then right inside there, there's a bathroom. And I knew that there was a bathroom there, so I was like, I can make it to the storage unit. I just need to, as long as I can get there, I'll be okay. So I go and I type in the code, I get inside, and the bathroom was closed due to COVID. And I had this moment of realization that right now, in this moment, I'm going to pee on myself. And that's precisely what happened. I went outside and I was trying to get, everything out, but it didn't happen in time. So I pissed all over myself. So the good thing was that I was at my storage unit and I had clothes, old clothes, like that were smaller that didn't fit me before. And I was able to change. So it worked out well. Unfortunately, I didn't have anywhere to change because my storage unit has a lot of crap in it. So there wasn't room to change in there. So I just stripped down right there in the hallway of the storage unit. So somewhere there's security footage of me peeing on myself and then getting butt naked in the middle of the storage unit. Ugh. But you know what? That's the first time that I have been like grateful, like pissed myself and then been grateful that I actually had a change of clothes with me. All right, Sharon said, I stopped at a rest stop in Colorado about 1 a.m. once with a friend, and this creepy guy chased us to our car. Wow, that's terrifying. Oh, my. Yeah, that's definitely creepy. I don't think I've ever had a situation like that happen where I've been. Although, okay, so tell me, guys, is anyone scared of ghosts? First of all, does anyone believe in ghosts? Because I have a story that I want to share with you guys about a ghost experience that I had. But recently, the only reason I'm bringing this up is because so I went to a meeting the other night and I was at a church. So a lot of the 12-step meetings are held in churches. And so I was the last one to leave the room, and somebody had left all the lights on in there. So I went in to go turn them off. And the room that the meeting is held in is like this really long room, and there's like multiple doors. So I went in, and there's multiple light switches too. So like I went in. I'm getting chills even thinking about this. It's crazy. So I go in the first door, and I'm turning off the lights, and I just had this like. Do you ever have a feeling like that you're not alone? I felt like something was there. I didn't see anything necessarily. I didn't hear anything, but I just had this like overwhelming, like, oh my God, I'm not alone. I need to get out of here. It was, it was really scary. But let me tell you the ghost story that I didn't see a ghost, but it was the craziest thing I've ever experienced in my life. So I used to work at this bar. I would host karaoke there every week, and so the way the bar was set up is they had this dance floor, and there was this little like half wall that was dividing the dance floor from the tables where all the seats were. And so I would set up at a little table right in front of that little half wall, and then on the other side of that were where all the tables were at. So this particular night was really slow. There was only a few people in the bar, and they were all sitting up at the bar itself, but that whole area behind where I was sitting was empty. And a friend of mine was there visiting me, and we're just sitting there chatting. She had a chair next to mine, and we're just sitting there talking. Well, I had a glass of ice water that was sitting on that little half wall thing. And we're sitting there talking, and all of a sudden the glass shattered. And it didn't fall off the bar, it just exploded on its own. Nobody was near it, nobody was touching it. It just shattered. And my friend and I were both like, okay. And so I talked with the bartender about it later that night, and she was like, oh, yeah, this bar is definitely haunted. She was like, there's a ghost in the kitchen. Yeah, Chicago Share. Chicago Share put the wide-eyed face. That was definitely me. I was like, what is going on? It was really crazy. But the bartender was telling me that there was one time where she was walking into the kitchen, and there was a bunch of like silverware and knives and stuff sitting on the counter, and they like flung across the room. So I was like, okay, I'm definitely not going in the kitchen alone ever. Crazy stuff. Do any of you guys have any ghost stories? That's the only experience that I've had where I like saw something crazy happen. I was asleep one night, and so my ex and I were together when this happened, and the way our bedroom was set up, above our bed, we had these two picture frames, and in the middle of the night, one of the picture frames fell off the wall, and it was not one of those like simple like you had to like lift it up in order for it to come off the wall. So the fact that it fell off the wall was very odd. So I don't know if that counts as a ghost story, but I wish we could make this interactive. I wonder if there's a way, like, if you could bring like a guest on to share a story. So if you're just joining, we're sharing ghost stories. If you've ever had an experience where you have seen a ghost or experienced some sort of a paranormal experience, I would love to hear about it. There you are, Sheila. Welcome. We're sharing ghost stories. And you already missed it. I shared my experience with the paranormal. I saw, well, I didn't see a ghost, but I experienced something. A glass next to me shattered on its own. It was very crazy. They're not ghost stories, Alex? So let me ask you guys, do you enjoy doing these little hangouts? I'm hoping that I can get more people watching on a regular basis, which will make it more interactive and more fun. It's good. I do too. It helps me feel connected in a world when, you know, it's like, I mean, it's weird because here things are opened up, but I still feel nervous about going out a whole lot. So it's definitely caused me to expand my creativity when it comes to socializing virtually. Yeah, please tell me if the feed freezes on your end at all, because my internet can be spotty sometimes. So if it happens, let me know and I'll switch on my hotspot. Oh, so it was probably my internet. Hold on, let me see if I can switch on my mobile hotspot. Mobile hotspot. Okay, so it seems like it was my end that lagged for sure. Okay, well, good. I'm glad we're back. All right, so last week we talked about ASMR videos. We talked a little bit about crafting, which was fun. I definitely want to do some crafting on my channel. I just don't have like a craft room. Oh, I know what I want to talk about. This is totally random, but so on my way home today, I sometimes I'll listen like on YouTube to certain things, and I came across this video today where it was this woman doing random acts of kindness for people. Nothing like crazy fancy or anything. Like a lot of them was where she would just write letters to strangers and just leave them randomly in places where people would find them. And so I was like, wow, that's a really good idea. So I think I want to do something like that for my channel. And this ties into what I was talking about earlier with the whole political climate that we're in and all of the unrest and divide that's happening in the country. I feel like just doing random acts of kindness for people will help, spread joy here and there. And like, I don't have a lot of money right now to go and do big, elaborate things for people, but it doesn't cost anything to smile at somebody and say hello. And it doesn't cost very much to write a little note to somebody and stick it in an envelope and put it somewhere that they'll find it. So I think I'm going to do that. Sheila says, kindness is catchy. I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. I know Sheila paints little rocks. I've heard of people doing that, painting little rocks and just leaving them randomly in places to find, which I think is a really cool idea. I went for a walk a while back and I came across this, along this particular walking trail, somebody had come up with these little, it was the cutest thing. They had these little, so like where there's a knot in a tree, they would make a little door, like a little fairy door. And I was like, oh, it's such a cute idea. Oh, you couldn't? I'll see if I can get the link from her and have her post it again. She's not on tonight. Otherwise, I would. Well, yeah, let me see if I can message her. Oh, Stephanie, where are you? Your fans are waiting. She'll love that. Let me see if I can message her. Stephanie. Okay, I'm messaging her. Your fans await you. Are you joining the live chat? Very exciting. Okay, so if she responds, I will definitely find out what her channel is and let you know. Because I know that she's on Facebook and she does some Facebook Lives on there, and I went back and watched one of them, and it was really fun. She's a natural. In fact, let me see if I can find her, what her channel is called on there. One moment, please. Maybe it's under Chalkin' and Talkin'. I guess that would make sense, huh? Chalkin' and Talking. Well, there it is, right there. Okay, I'm going to hold this up to the screen so you guys can see it and add her. Is that backwards? Is it backwards on your end too, or just on my end? Hi, David. Welcome. We're talking about crafting. If somebody can respond and let me know if this is backwards or if it looks correct on here. You see it? See it? It's called Chalkin' and Talkin' with Stephanie. So yeah, check her out. She also has a website called, well, here, I'll just type it in. I'll just type it in the notes here. www.chalk-couture. Oh, fancy. How do you spell couture? I'm uncultured swine.com / Stephanie Wilkinson. WILKINSON. There we go. Chalkcouture.com. That's the website. And then her Facebook page is Chalkin' and Talkin' with Stephanie. I like that we've got some crafters among us. And we've got some more viewers. So, David, to answer your question, David asked, what does she do? So she does these like craft. She's a craftaholic. I'm telling you, she does all kinds of crafting projects, and she makes videos where she, does demonstrations of the different products and stuff. But she's been doing this chalk videos lately, which I'm not familiar really with the technique. But yeah, yes, that's the one. 2 videos, I believe. Well, hold on. You know what? I may have just lied to you. Let me just confirm. She's the one that's got 56, 57, 58 followers. I'm not helpful at all. I'm sorry, guys. 58 people like her page. No, I think it's chalk crafting. Hold on, I'll hold it back up again so you can see it. Chalkin' and Talkin'. Chalkin' and Talkin'. See, we're giving her a shout out, and she doesn't even know it right now. Hmm. Anyway, but yeah, I'm really big into crafting, just all kinds of craft products projects. What so I have a video that I posted a while back. Have you guys heard of acrylic pour painting? Like where you pour the paint onto a canvas and then it like spreads out and you like tilt it and whatnot. So I did a video doing one of those projects, which was really, really fun. But did you guys know that I'm colorblind? So it makes it really challenging to do like arts and crafts because I'm colorblind. But I thought it would be funny to do a video where I don't see the colors of the paints, but then I use the paint to create some sort of artwork as I see it, just to see how crazy it would turn out. I think it'd be kind of fun because I'm a very creative type. Like I like doing creative artsy things, but it stinks being colorblind because I always have to ask people. In fact, I have a story for you guys. Story time with Josh. So a long time ago, 1,000 years ago, I bought this lamp, and I was so proud of this beautiful white lamp. I posted pictures of it on my Facebook page, and I bragged about this beautiful white lamp. 3 years later, my ex came to visit me for the first time. And he was like, "Why do you have a pink lamp?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? My lamp is white." And he was like, "No, that's a pink lamp. That's like a little girl's lamp, like for a little girl's room." And I was like, "Oh." Not one person told me that I had bought a pink lamp. Not one. Not one single person. Even when I was bragging about it on Facebook, not one person told me. That also happened with a throw rug that I bought. I bought this beautiful white throw blanket, and it was pink. I bought this light blue shirt, and it was like a really nice button down shirt, and my dad was with me when I bought it. So I I bought this nice light blue shirt, and I wear it to church one day, and somebody come up and they were like, pink is a really great color on you. It really brings out your eyes. And I'm like, what are you talking about? This is a blue shirt. I'm like, no, it's pink. So yes, the joys of being colorblind. Very exciting. I also recently discovered that the Statue of Liberty is green. I did not know that either. I thought it was gray. But apparently it's green. I know, it's crazy, right? I know. Definitely makes things challenging. Like when I'm trying to pick out colors, for clothing or for anything. I mean, anytime I go to the store and it's color related, I always have to ask. So yes, I'm definitely colorblind. It's no fun. I'm always that guy like at the store, like, I know this is really weird, but can you tell me what color this is? Because otherwise, there's no telling what I will get. I was so mad at my dad for letting me buy that shirt. He never once told me that it was pink. But see, that was back when I was in the closet and I was insecure with my sexuality, and I thought if I bought a pink shirt that it would like make me gay. Yeah, it's actually quite common, Sharon. Color blindness is actually quite common, especially in men. It's more common in men than it is for women. But they make these glasses that are they supposedly make it to where it corrects the color blindness. And my family got a set of them for me, and I actually do like wearing them, but I don't wear them enough. I don't wear them. I in fact never wear them. But the reason why is because they're like sunglasses. So if I wear them inside, it's not really effective because it's so dark. But I think they make a pair now that you can wear inside. That reminds me of another story. So the church that I've been going to, I know I've been going to church, and I have not burst into flames yet. So it's very exciting. Anyway, so I've been going to this church, right? And they invited me to come to this young people's group. And like everyone there is so young. Like all the people are like 19, 20, 22, like young, right? Except for the guy who leads it. He's like 30. And so I was like, I'm so old. I'm the oldest person here. And they were like, how old are you? And so then I was like, hold on. How old do you think I am? And they were like, 25. And I was like, oh, God bless you. God bless all of you. Because I'm 35. I'm an old man. So now I think they're reconsidering, and I think they're going to put me into the young professionals group. Do I look like a young professional? I don't feel like a baby. Sheila says, wow, 35 is a baby. I don't feel it. I have back pain. If in fact, I can't make it through the night without having to get up to pee. That's a sign that I'm old, right? Yeah, I think it's this mattress, actually. I'm a delicate flower. I need a good, firm mattress. Sharon went to church this morning. So did I. It was very good. It was very good. I've been the church that I've been going to. They have like an online broadcast that they do, and so it's really kind of cool because they've got 3 cameras that are set up, but one person can operate them, and it's through like this little controller thing, and you can zoom in and position all the cameras and whatnot. So I've been training on using that and volunteering to help out the church. So today I was able to kind of practice using the equipment, and not this coming Sunday, but the next Sunday after that, I will be doing it for the first time on my own. It's very exciting. But I'm trying to learn more about, film and television production, stuff like that, because I've always been very interested in it. When I was a kid, another story time. So when I was a kid, we lived in a little town called Lockport, New York, which is just north of Buffalo. And it's just this little community, and they had a TV station there called Lockport Community Television, LCTV. And they're still there as far as I know. But it's kind of like a public access TV station. They do like local events and whatnot. And so it's a lot of it is volunteer based. And so I volunteered to go and like be the camera operator for all kinds of stuff. We did like a spelling bee. We did a bodybuilding competition. We did football games at the high school, the local high school. And then they would do a lot of like local government shows and whatnot. So anyway, it was really fun for me because I was able to get involved and learn a little bit about it. But then we moved away from there. My brother was born with a heart defect, and they suggested that we move to a warmer climate. And so we ended up leaving there when I was like, Hollywood have I been? 13, 14, somewhere in there. And so I didn't get to keep doing that, but I've always been interested in that kind of thing. So my goal is to learn more about it. And I've thought about going to school for it too. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. But right now, like that's one of the reasons why I like doing this YouTube channel so much, because it allows me the creativity to, film and edit. And I love storytelling. I like um, I like being able to do visual storytelling, and putting music to it and all of that stuff. I just really enjoy the whole process. So anyway, all right. So let's go to some of the comments here. So Alex and David said massage time in regards to my back. Yes, I definitely could use a massage. Sealy Posturpedic. Yeah, I wish I could get a new bed for sure. David is the media team leader at his church. That's cool. So yeah, you probably know all about that kind of stuff. Alex is talking about New York being a lot of fun. Yeah, I love New York. I want to go back and visit really bad. I cannot wait for this whole pandemic and stuff to be over. It's crazy. Sheila says, "Oh, that sounds amazing." David says he's from the Caribbean. So I went on a cruise to Jamaica, and that was a lot of fun. Although they drive on the opposite side of the road there, and I thought I was going to die. Our driver, his name was, what was his name? I can't remember his name. It has escaped me. Anyway, but we had to take this little bus ride, like an hour and a half, to go and do this excursion that we went on. And this guy, he was driving on the wrong side. Well, there it's the right side of the road, but the wrong side of the road for me. And it's this little 2-lane road, and traffic. It was pretty busy traffic wise. And I remember he went to go pass a vehicle, and the vehicles that were coming toward us, someone was passing. So there was a vehicle coming toward us in our lane that was passing another vehicle, and we were passing anyway. When I say we just missed each other, we just missed hitting the other vehicle. It was terrifying. My butthole was puckering. I'm sorry, that's TMI, but definitely true. All right. Let's see here. Going back to the storytelling, David says like the ladybug fiasco. Yes, dude, that ladybug fiasco. I have seen that ladybug again, by the way. I have not filmed another video of it, but I didn't kill it, and apparently either there's more than one or it somehow got back in here. But yeah, I'm definitely scared of ladybugs, or just bugs in general. Sheila says, I don't know. Sharon says it's getting bad again. Sheila's talking about London. I definitely want to go to London. I've never been to Europe, but that is definitely a goal for me, is to go and travel in Europe. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to Rome. I want to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Yes, pizza, not the building, but like pizza. Mm. Sharon says she doesn't like wearing the masks. I don't either. I despise wearing the masks, but I wear them. It's not fun though. It's caused me to I don't know if any of you guys are having this issue, but it's caused my skin to break out like crazy. So if anyone knows of any good skincare products, like to help with the breaking out, I could definitely use some. Antigua, is that how you say that? David says, I would love Antigua. I have never heard of that. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I definitely want to go to Rome. I just want to travel in general. I want to go to Asia, like I want to visit Japan. Like my skin is a little bit better today than it has been, but like my nose is all anyway, it's embarrassing. I mean, I've contemplated even wearing makeup. I mean, that's how bad it's gotten. Yes, please do, David. I want to see pictures of Antigua. But I do have faith that this COVID eventually will pass. I know that it seems to be getting bad again. So I'm just doing what I can to, take precautions and wear my masks when I'm out. Welcome back, Diane. Okay, so some of you guys were not here earlier, and we already talked about this, but I want to bring it up again. So, a project that I have been working on is starting a business. And what we're talking about doing is making videos for like birthday celebrations or anniversaries or any kind of special occasion. With this pandemic, speaking of the pandemic, a lot of places it's not possible to get together and do parties or celebrations for special events. So what I thought of would be kind of cool is to make videos of family and friends wishing people a happy birthday or whatever the occasion is, and then compiling them together to make a video to help celebrate the event. So I have been working on putting together a business for that and a website and getting that off the ground. The company name is Virtual Videograms, and I'm in the process of building a website for it, virtualvideograms.com. Very excited about it. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because my friend Diane is going to be helping out with the video editing for the videos, and she's here in the chat room amongst you. So we're actually looking for volunteers of people who would be willing to film some test videos to use for advertising. So if anyone is interested in helping us out with making some videos, please let me know in the comments and I will reach out to you. If you just can put your email address, then I can send you information about it. Or if you know of anyone who would be interested in doing this and filming and appearing in it, please put your email address in the chat and then we can send you information about that. So I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I've done a couple of the videos now for some friends of mine, and they turned out really, really good. And yeah, from what they were telling me, it just one of the women that I did the video for, it was her 60th birthday, and all of her kids and her family and friends, they all made little videos and sent them in. And then what I do is I edit them together and make it into kind of like a visual story, I guess, of why they love the person, and sharing memories or sharing funny stories, or what they love about the person. And it really turns out very nice. The people that I did it for, they told me that her mom was crying. It was very touching. She really liked it. So, and yeah, we can do it for the holidays. If you want to wish someone a Merry Christmas or Happy Holidays, and it doesn't matter where in the world they are, if they have a cell phone that can record a video and then they can send it to us, then we can edit it together and make a really nice gift for your family member or loved one. So yeah, definitely help me spread the word about that if you would. And I also created a Facebook page for it. So it's facebook.com. Here, I'll put a link in here. www.facebook. Oops, helps if I can type. I'm pulling in Diane slash virtual video 2 is virtual videograms.com. So keep in mind the website is still under construction, so it's not fully operational yet, but it will be. We're working on it. I came up with this really cute logo. Hold on, I'm really proud of this, guys. I just want to show you. La-di-da. All right, here's the logo that I did. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. Virtual videograms. Isn't that cute? I'm really proud of that. Anyway. Yeah, I'm super excited about it. I think it's going to be, hopefully it'll pick up and take off and all of the above. So, but yeah, that's what I've been working on. I'm sad to say I did not make it into the gym at all this week. So I got to, be accountable for that. So by next week, no excuses. Let me get back in the gym. All right, guys, it's been a little over an hour. I think I'm going to wrap it up for tonight, but I hope you guys had a good time. I have had a blast. Again, I like doing these videos, and please tell me if this time works for everybody, if this is a good time to keep doing them. I want to keep doing them every week, so. Very good. Same to you, David, and thank you, Chicago Share. I appreciate you being here. And Sheila and Diane, thank you for coming. Yeah, if you guys want to participate in our commercial, please send us an email at orders@virtualvideograms.com, or just leave your email in the comments below, and we will definitely reach out to you. All right, guys, if you like this video, do me a favor, click that like button and subscribe if you have not already done so. I will see you guys next time. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye, guys.